Hi, my name's Lesley. I'm aeronaut of Walloon Balloon Adventures, chief pilot, and we just had a great flight this morning. I've been flying balloons since 1968, so 45 years, approximately, 44 years. I started flying with my father. It's been really wonderful to have the opportunity to fly in so many places in the country, this country and others, and meet people in unusual circumstances, such as we did today. So we'll fill the balloon with cold air using the fan. And once it's completely filled with cold air, then I light the burners and heat the air inside. So as I'm doing that, if you hear the burners, if you'll come back and stand here beside the basket, when the temperature inside the balloon begins to increase to pick up the envelope, it'll come up right over the basket. We fly throughout northern Michigan, but primarily are focused here in the northern part of northwestern Michigan. We're based out of Walloon Lake, and with all the lakes and forests in our area, we generally meet in Walloon Lake Village or in Boyne City and choose our launch sites based on wind direction at the time of the flight. Nice, balmy, warmer air up here, huh? That cooler air on the surface. From the air, the perspective is so unusual, and balloon is one aircraft where you can range in altitude and really be immersed in all of the surroundings. So from the different altitudes, we'll go from treetops, and as you lift up in altitude, maybe 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 feet or more, and typically in a flight, you can see so far in the distance that we're actually able to see the shape of the mitten of northern Michigan, and it's really exciting when you can see, for example, the tip of the Leelanau Peninsula or the Straits of Mackinac, and of course all of our beautiful inland lakes and forests. My favorite thing about flying really is sharing the experience of moving through the air. It's an abstract, you're in another dimension, a totally different perspective. And sometimes we emphasize the adventure a little more because we can't anticipate the circumstances or where we'll go, and it's really a magic, I think, about that. Okay, hi there! We're fortunate not only have a beautiful area, but the people are very welcoming, and in the mornings they'll hear the burners approaching and they'll come out and say good morning and hello, and it's a pretty steady, even across. It doesn't seem as though we're going to calm down and get becalmed out there. One of the most frequently asked questions is how do you steer the balloon? And we do that by changing altitude to the different directional winds, and that way we can choose an altitude that carries us in a direction that we choose. We're coming right at you. We've still got about 90 degrees of steering. Surface is out of the south, upper level wind out of the northwest, so I'm going to keep coming that way. At different altitudes, there are what we call wind shears, which is a change in speed or direction. So that's how we can choose a favorable wind that will carry us perhaps across a body of water or to an area of farms where we have more landing options, that sort of thing. Our flights take place at sunrise and at sunset, and those are the times when the wind is usually calm. We prefer winds less than 10 miles an hour. So that's the time of the day when it's really a beautiful way to start the day, and again in the evening when the winds calm down, then we can be assured on a day that's suitable for flying that we'll have a good experience. For our sunrise flights, we have a continental breakfast in addition to the traditional champagne celebration. Evenings we have light hors d'oeuvres and the champagne as well. The champagne flight is a tradition that goes back over 200 years. The first flight was in 1783, and since that day forward, we all enjoy sharing that with our landowners and our passengers and others. Anyone can fly in a balloon. Children, however, really need to be tall enough to see over the side of the basket, so usually 5 or 6 is the youngest. We've flown seniors up to 90 years of age. This bucket list seems to be really popular. You can check out the website at walloonballoon.com. And if you have any other questions, you can call Walloon Balloon Adventures at area code 231-459-5699.